afternoon. It's the 20th day of the month of June. And you can see we're in the old studio again, or the new old studio. That's that confusing enough. I think I have an idea how to fix the problem with the importing of video, and I'm going to try it. But we also got news to talk about too. So let's start with the news, shall we? Number one, it's going to be cold for the next few days, like I said before. Today we can get up to about 10 to 12 centimeters of snow here in New England. And the Weather Service in Albany, which is the one that does our jurisdiction, has already put out a winter storm warning for Winston, Connecticut from tonight until Wednesday afternoon. They predict about in inches for you people, about up to in excess of 7 inches of snow. That's about 14 or so centimeters of snow. Really, I don't think it's really a big deal. However, the temperatures are another story. It's going to be cold. Already looking at the radar a little while ago. I say a little while ago because it takes a while to prepare these videos. And I saw that there was a band of snow coming into the New England area. So, in other words, we're going to have some snow tonight. Okay? And the reason I'm talking to you about the snow is that we are in the beginnings of a new glaciation period. I'm not the only one who's saying this. So if you think it's just me talking smack, you are incorrect. It's actually from several informed, trained meteorological, atmospheric professionals who have been tracking the way that things work. Remember, the biggest controller of the weather is not on Earth. It's in space. It's the sun. The amount of solar energy that hits the Earth is going to affect how warm it is, which is going to affect its wind, which is going to affect atmospheric pressure, which is going to affect clouds, moisture, everything. And right now, the sun is pretty quiet. In addition to that, the so-called solar maximum of 2012 and 2013 turned out to be a big fizzle. So that alone is creating some unique results. Now, obviously, glaciation means it's something that's going to have people are going to have to deal with snow, cold, icy weather, and that's fine if you're used to that. You know, you probably already have backup plans. But if you don't, well, you're going to learn quick. Now, that is the reason why we have to be very, very understanding about the weather. It's not just a simple thing. You know, everybody, when we're kids, we think it's simple. When it's cloudy, it's going to rain. You know. Or we expect when it's cold, it's going to be windy. Things like that. I mean, when you're children, we don't really have maybe as deep of an insight into the mechanisms behind the event. But we certainly do understand the weather on a simple level. The average American person does not go into a tremendous amount of detail studying isobars, jet streams, Gulf streams, atmospheric pressure, solar insolation. Isolation is called insolation, which means the energy comes from the sun. Solar storms, gamma rays, solar other particles from the sun, high energy physics, and all that stuff. Okay, most people don't go there. All right, I do to an extent, but not even that much. My job is to do two things. One, I'm in the driver's seat of this big car, if you will. And I have been given a list of stops and stuff that I must do. That's kind of what I do. Alright, so I have a schedule. A schedule that I have to live by. Right? Or die by, whichever the case may be. Right? Sometimes I miss my schedule, and which results in all kinds of, but then sometimes I get the schedule right on the money. I do my stops. I get the snow in the right places. Everybody's happy. Ski resorts are happy. Kids are happy. Adults are happy. And if I miss the mark, then of course no one's happy. Kids are unhappy because they have to go to school. Adults are unhappy because they might have to go to work. Or, maybe they're unhappy because they can't go to that ski trip they were going to go on because there's not enough space on the ski resort for the skiing. Whatever, okay? And that makes things a lot harder than if I was simply enough to just quietly create, just say, we're going to have it cold and icy all year round. That's not going to happen, okay? Because there are a lot of reasons. Now, with a new glaciation coming in, that could happen. The last time a human race survived through an ice age, I gotta tell you one thing: we lost a lot of population of the world. The human race almost went extinct. So, for that reason alone, of course, they didn't have the modern technology we had now 100,000 years ago, but I seriously wonder how we're going to fare. Really, I don't know how we're going to fare. Scientists, including the organization called CERN or CERN, are some of the people who are wondering what in the heck is going to happen now. Climate change, absolutely. Global warming, no. Warmest it ever was is 2004. That temperature is quickly dropping. In the term of archaeological record, it's dropping pretty quick. Okay, I mean, I remember this summer we had some hot days, but not as hot as they were last year, which were not as hot as they were the year before. Okay? And that means, just like it sounds like, it means the temperatures are dropping. Looking at the electric bill, I'm going to tell you, I like what my electric company does, is that they show me, based on the last year's billing period for the same period, they give me an idea what the temperature was. It was, in Fahrenheit, about 4 degrees warmer. Okay, last year. And I used more electricity than I did this year. I can make an educated guess why. Because what was left of the warming trend, the southern flow, was still coming around. The Gulf Stream is still out of order. It's not right. It shifted. The polar vortex that affected the center of the United States is more than likely going to be a reoccurring theme. It's kind of ironic that Mother God asked me if I would also do spring. That's another story. But basically, I told her straight out, I said, I do it for a while. But spring isn't really my favorite season of the year. But, she's got her own problems to deal with the weather. And so does everybody else. Now, as you can see, I want to talk to you about something else. we're going to try a new way of recording videos. And I figured I'd set the studio up the same way as I have for the last few times, with the chroma key background, the microphone, the lights, everything. And we're going to try and give it another go. There's a couple ideas I'm going to try. Number one, I'm going to let iMovie itself capture the video, because it does have that ability. Number two, we're using iMovie 9 for this because of the chroma key. Number three, after this is done, we're going to export this video and share it as a DV file. And then we're going to use MPEG Stream Clip to compress it into a format that can go up onto YouTube. Biggest problem with MPEG Stream Clip is the videos are pretty big. I looked at them. They were really big. Yeah, they were almost twice the size of half the size of the DVs, but they were still pretty big. Yeah, they were pretty big. Yeah, so we're going to just try and see how that works. And I also want to apologize for blowing my top. Now, you have to understand, I love what I do, but I'm also very picky about precision and quality. And I don't like crappy weather, and I don't like crappy video. Actually, it's funny to mention weather, because even though it's a Freudian slip, right? Crappy weather. Think about it. For me, crappy weather is when it's warm and sunny, and it's warm enough that you can have a barbecue. Crappy weather to me, it's not crappy weather to some people. But you know what? That's okay. Because 3 months out of the year, I get my control of my weather. And I can make it the way I like it. Nice and glorious and cold and icy. Mm-hmm. Well, this year I kind of left things, go their own devices. And so that's why we had, and that's because of glaciation. I don't really see a reason to keep sticking my proboscis into every single meddling, every single weather event. I've been so busy trying to get the studio thing working right that I haven't really had time to worry about the details and the quality and what have you. So, you see, you have to understand that, one of the things about people with Asperger's is we also happen to tend to be very picky. We don't like to have to settle for second best. It upsets us. It really does. I'm using the second best in the form of iMovie 9 only because I wanted to do something with the chroma key. And I wanted to try to go so much further. I have Blogger's Block. If you know what that is, Blogger's Block basically is just like writer's block. I don't have any idea what to discuss anymore, because I haven't gotten any ideas from you guys. I'm tapped, guys. I need ideas. And I've been asking you for a long time for help. So, if you guys could be a dear and come up with some ideas of topics, I appreciate it very much. You can put them in the comment section below this video, and I will read them. I will look at them, see what I can do to make them happen, and see where we go. Okay? So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching my videos, and I'm sorry that my throat sounds terrible, by the way. I happen to have a bit of a sore throat right now because it's kind of hot in here because my landlord's got the heat on. And my throat has been raspy all day. So, which means that I'm probably going to be just wrapping it up because I'm out of cough drops anyway. So, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you got any ideas, I definitely want to hear them. And if you want to make a donation, information is in the information below this video of how to contact PayPal and make a donation. Really, I need a better equipment than I got. Especially, I need a better chroma key chip processor and things like that. So, talk to you later. Bye bye, guys.